Gospel of Matthew. Chapter 1. Welcome back to Bible Breakdowns Daily. Matthew chapter 2 opens not in Jerusalem, not in the temple, not among kings or priests, but in the east, where a group of mysterious travelers have been watching the sky. One night, they see something they've been waiting for their whole lives, a star that doesn't behave like a star, a sign, a signal, a celestial announcement. These men are called Magi, scholars, astronomers, thinkers, and when they see this star rise, they know exactly what it means. A king has been born in Judea. Not just any king, the King of the Jews, the one foretold in ancient prophecy. So they pack their treasures, they gather their attendants, and they begin a long journey west toward Jerusalem. When they finally arrive in the city, they ask openly, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose, and we have come to worship him." The whole city is stirred by this. But no one is more shaken than King Herod, a ruler known for paranoia, fear, and violence. The idea of another king, a rightful king, makes him furious. Herod gathers the chief priests and scribes and demands, "Where is the Messiah supposed to be born?" They answer immediately, "In Bethlehem, in the land of Judah." Then they quote the prophet Micah, "Out of you, Bethlehem, will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." So now Herod knows exactly where the child should be. He secretly calls the Magi and asks when the star first appeared. He wants a timeline. He wants control. Then he tells them with false kindness, "Go to Bethlehem. Search carefully for the child. And when you find him, come back and tell me, so that I too may go and worship him." But Herod has no intention of worshiping anyone. The Magi leave Jerusalem, and the moment they step outside the city, the star appears again. It moves ahead of them, guiding them like a heavenly compass, until it finally stops over one particular house in Bethlehem. When they see it, they are overwhelmed with joy. They enter the house. Mary is there. Joseph is there, and the little child, the Messiah, sits before them. These wise men, these dignified travelers, fall to their knees and worship him. They open their treasures and give him gifts fit for a king. Gold, the gift of royalty; frankincense, the fragrance of worship; and myrrh, the perfume used for burial, a shadow of his future sacrifice. That night God warns them in a dream not to return to Herod. So they leave quietly, returning home by another route. As soon as they depart, an angel appears to Joseph again in a dream. "Joseph, get up. Take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt. Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." Joseph doesn't hesitate. In the middle of the night, he gathers Mary and the young child, and they escape into the darkness, beginning a journey into Egypt, just as Israel once did long ago. Meanwhile, when Herod realizes the Magi are not coming back, he erupts in rage. He orders a terrible, heartbreaking slaughter. Every boy in Bethlehem 2 years old and under, killed because of his fear, because of his jealousy, because of his desire to protect a throne that was never truly his. Matthew tells us this fulfills the prophecy from Jeremiah. A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. Eventually, Herod dies. An angel appears again to Joseph in Egypt. "Take the child and his mother and go back to the land of Israel. Those who were trying to kill him are dead." Joseph returns, but when he hears that Herod's son Archelaus is ruling in Judea, a ruler just as violent as his father, he is afraid to stay there. God warns him again in a dream, and Joseph travels north to Galilee instead. They settle in a small, quiet village called Nazareth, and Matthew ends the chapter with one more fulfillment. He shall be called a Nazarene. Jesus grows up not in a palace, not in the capital, but in a humble, overlooked town, exactly where God wanted him to be. Lesson and reflection. Herod feared losing his kingdom. The Magi traveled across nations to worship a newborn king. Joseph obeyed without hesitation, moving his family whenever God spoke. Matthew chapter 2 shows us 3 kinds of hearts: the heart that fears Jesus, the heart that seeks him, and the heart that obeys him. Only one leads to peace. Even as a child, Jesus was fulfilling prophecy. Even as a baby, he was drawing nations to himself. Even when danger rose around him, God protected him. Matthew wants us to see that Jesus' life was never random. Every moment was guided, guarded and prophesied long before it happened. That's Matthew chapter 2, the wise men, the jealous king, the escape to Egypt, and the return to Nazareth. The Messiah's childhood is filled with prophecy, danger, and divine protection. Next time in Matthew chapter 3, a voice rises in the wilderness. John the Baptist appears, preparing the way for the one Israel has waited centuries to meet. Stay tuned. Chapter 3 marks the beginning of Jesus' public story.